welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I'm going to go over a story that was actually sent over to me at SSM. However, given the subject matter and how it goes, definitely more appropriate over here. Briefly, this is about a young guy. He's 24, from Brazil, and recently kicked to the curb his girlfriend, who he was led to believe was quite pure, if you will, because he himself is a virgin, looking for a girl as a virgin, all that. As it turns out, she was anything but a virgin, and he discovers this in a way that no guy wants to discover. And I'm going to go over here, aside from the entertainment value, about, again, you got to really do your homework and vet the girls there, because you just never know what you're getting into. Unfortunately for this guy, he wasn't with her that long, I believe, before he found out who she really was. So he says here, hello SSM. I'm a huge fan of yours from Brazil. I've been watching for a long time, probably since I heard about the ARB pill. Anyway, I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I need some advice. This may have some grammar issues, but please bear with me. Bro, you're from Brazil. It's okay. English is not your first language. You did pretty good. But guys, do bear with me a little bit here, because some things, aren't perfect. For some context, I'm 24 years old, single, with absolutely no experience when it comes to women. Well, you just got your first major experience with women. I work as a SMT machine operator. It pays well enough for me to take care of both myself and my family, especially now that my dad has been well these days. Well, good for you. You're a good son, doing what you can to help with your family. During my free time, I usually go to the gym to keep my body in shape and stay healthy. And if I'm not doing that, I'm just playing video games with the boys. Well, good for you. You're hitting the gym. There's a balance. Video game time, but hitting the gym. On Fridays, I meet with my friends at the local bar to talk and rant about the week or anything in general. For that alone, I can tell you I'm a big nerd. 3 months ago, while we were at the bar, we were talking nerd stuff like anime and comics. Then I was approached by a girl, which scared all of us. Scared you? Was this the first girl to pay attention to you? She said she had noticed me for a few weeks now and asked if she and her friends could join our conversation. We were weirded out, but agreed and tried to act normal. Weirded out because this is the first time any girls really paid attention to you? Or weirded out because, they seem like creepy stalkers that are listening to your conversation? I'm going to guess probably the first one. I think this guy here and his friends are kind of like the Big Bang Theory crew here. The Brazilian Big Bang Theory. So are you Leonard? Or are you Raj? Let me know who you are of that group. She says she knows me for a few weeks now and asked if she could blah, blah, blah. They came over. Long story short, we spent a few weeks talking. We had some same tastes and ideals. And she even said she watched your channel too. No kidding. What a coincidence. Or maybe it's not a coincidence. Which I didn't believe until she gave me her phone number, and she was indeed subscribed to you. She also had a job at a local restaurant near the park, and she never got her dream job after college, which was being a lawyer. We talked some more times, and I started to feel comfortable and interested in her. All right. Sooner or later, dude, as you get older, a girl's going to pay attention to you. But you remember, if girls weren't paying attention to you at all, during teenage years and college, but now you get to your 20s and you got a job, you got some income, be careful when these girls start paying attention to you, because it isn't just because suddenly, like the rom-coms say they are, they're going to suddenly find you interesting and attractive, and even the nerdy guys win. It's because, okay, they're looking to settle and to find a guy that can provide a bit. I don't mean to shatter your hopes and dreams, but I'm being honest here. You have to be careful, guys. So then we started to date. On the first date, I took her for a walk in the park, taking advice from several of your videos from you. Good. Keep it cheap. So we could get to know each other, and that we both wanted a relationship. She told me she wanted to be one of those girls who prefers to stay at home and be more traditional and conservative, which most of my discussions with her were. I told her that I wanted someone like me, someone with no experience in a relationship at all, aka a virgin girl. Well, there's pros and cons to the no experience in relationships. Okay, I got no problem if you want a virgin. That's fine. If you're a virgin yourself and you want a girl you have the same values, okay, fine. But that's a bit of a challenge nowadays. But it is ideal. I always say, guys, and I know I'm talking a lot here for this channel, but I gotta say this: Yes, your primary thing is your purpose, your grind, making something yourself in this world. However, if you're a relationship guy, it helps to get some experience with the girls once everything else of your top priorities have been taken care of. You know what I mean? As you're growing up. Doesn't hurt you to date a girl here and there, or, just to have some experience. So when the ones come around that you might, when you get older, you already have a little experience. But anyhow, she said she has no experiences, and obviously she's, I guess, insinuating she's a virgin herself. How lucky for you. She was happy when I told her my taste, saying that she had never had a relationship before, and the only thing she had done in the past was kiss a boy back in high school. Okay, you all heard this part. I'm going to read it one more time just to make sure in case one of you guys was distracted by something. She said that she never had a relationship before, and the only thing she'd done in the past was kiss a boy back in high school. Okay, we got that now. I think her nose is starting to grow. After the date, I started to look through her social media. Facebook, Instagram, and that kind of stuff. Creepy, I know, but I need to at least have some reassurance that she was telling me the truth. I got no problem with that, man. You're vetting her, making sure she's not full of crap. You have to do that nowadays. She didn't have any pictures with other guys, nor did she have any tattoos hidden. So far, she looked clean, so I decided to try my luck. Okay, at this point, you got to roll the dice. As we started dating, I was making sure to take things slow. Try not to rush anything at all, or fall too hard for her in case she was lying. But I was surprised with how much I was enjoying my time with her. I'm not. I'm glad you're taking it slow. It's very wise of you, and you've learned some things. But yeah, you're having a good time. She seems to be interested in the same thing as you are. You obviously want to get laid. I'm not surprised. Being completely honest, I was the happiest I'd ever been. Even people in my workplace noticed. I showed her my favorite shows, comics, and games, and took her to my favorite places in the city and outside events like anime convention. She did the same, showed me a series that she loved, and taking me to places as well. I don't know, guys. It seems like the stars aligned. A girl that likes him, he's the nerd type, anime and nerd shit that he talks about here, and the girl's into the same thing. How amazing. Must be destiny. And she's a virgin. And did nothing more than kiss a boy. Let's remember that. I tried looking for red flags, but either I was too blind or she hid them very well. Which unfortunately leads to the mess that happened last week. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. I decided to take her on a date at the local park once again. I love that place and she loved it too, or so she says. I went to pick her up at her house and took her to the park. So far, so good. We were talking, laughing, until I received a message on my phone. I grabbed my phone to check, thinking it was one of my friends, but instead it was from a number I didn't recognize. I guess it wasn't political season for you. How many of you guys were getting texts 10 times a day from the candidates for the presidential election? When I opened my phone, it was a video. A video from my girlfriend getting sausaged in the back door by some guy and with no protection. They even sent another message after the video saying, "Saved her pee for you." Is this the same girl you're talking about that had no relationships? Never did anything more than kiss a guy? And there she is on all fours with a Chatter Tyrone with his giant 12-inch sausage up her caboose. Yeah, your girlfriend's completely full of shit. I was shocked by what I'd seen. My girlfriend noticed this and approached me only to look at my phone and start to panic. Yeah, I bet she was. She kept saying to put the phone away and she could explain. But I didn't listen, I just left. And that is why you don't get too attached. And remember, guys, this guy was scanning her social media, trying to find any proof. But who is this mystery person sent this video? And clearly her face was as clear as can be in the video. Also her rear end getting taken care of by Chatter Tyrone. I went home and locked myself in the bedroom to try to calm down and think properly, but I was so angry and hurt that it was hard to concentrate. Did she cheat on me? Who was that guy? How did he get my number? At some point, my friends got into my house and, as usual, pushed open the door. I ended up telling them what happened, and to say they were furious would be an understatement. Yeah, they were pissed off that their boy here was scammed. Not to mention you're probably spending more time with her than them, and they were pissed off that the girl that took you away was, full of shit and full of somebody's sausage. My girlfriend kept sending me messages, but I didn't want to see them. I just ended up doing nothing the rest of the day. The next day she comes to my house. My parents were obviously furious at her, but by then I'd already cooled down enough to have a conversation. So I told her I need to talk, and we talked in my backyard. Well, there's nothing really to talk about at this point, but I guess you want some answers. That's your business. And he said your parents were furious. Did you show them the video, or did you just give the Cliff Notes version saying, Mariana here is not exactly, the sweet and innocent that I thought she was? When we got there to the backyard, I didn't even give her a chance to speak. I need to find out what was going on. She cried and cried, Hobag Handbook Chapter 2, but explained that the person who sent the video was her ex from college, who she dated for 3 years. Honestly, I should have seen this one coming, but I guess I was too optimistic. According to her, she wanted to be wild like the rest of her friends, so they introduced her to him. Turns out the guy was a typical Tyrone on steroids, loving to record all the fun they had, and she thought that was fine because it was exciting at first. So it wasn't just a recording of them having fun, it was to the whole new level, and this guy made sure he sent you a video with his Tyrone's 12-inch you-know-what in her caboose. Yeah, thanks. Meanwhile, what happened to the virgin? 3-year relationship with Tyrone. What happened to the no boyfriend before? Lying through her teeth. Why was she lying through her teeth? Because you're the type of guy to settle down with. Easy prey. You said yourself, you openly admitted you're the nerdy type. Girls weren't lining up for you. This is what happens to a lot of guys in their 20s, I'm sorry to say. And definitely 30s. And you don't have to be rich. You can just be making a decent income and they're after you. They apparently broke up the last semester when she found out he was fooling around with her friends. Well, that's a surprise. The breakup was messy since she lived with him and since the second semester, but she managed to go back to her parents' house in one piece. After they broke up, she deleted all pictures and videos she had of him from her social media. I asked her how he got my phone number, and she said it was her fault. He started messaging her after she started to post photos of us on social media, wanting to know why she was with a guy like me. She wanted to flex me out, that I was a bigger catch, and somehow gave my number to him when she took a screenshot of my profile. She gave the ex your phone number? Please. No. Well, okay, maybe she did, but she didn't do it for just some innocent reason. No, I think this chick likes drama. Or somehow, some other way he got your number, and who knows. But you can't believe it. Think about this. Remember, guys, she lied through her teeth about everything else, so you can't really believe a whole lot she's saying here. My bullshit alarms were at all-time high at that point, but I still wanted to know more. For instance, why did she lie? I told her I wanted a virgin chick with barely any experience, and she said she was. We promised to be honest with each other, and she claims she knew how men appreciate honesty by watching your videos, so why lie? Oh, so she learned some tricks from me. She used my channel for evil. Great. It turns out she'd been watching me for some time during the Friday nights with my friends. She kept listening to our conversations, getting to see what I liked and disliked, and what kind of business I was into. From the moment she saw me at the bar, she couldn't get her eyes off me. I guess to some guys, she would have sounded hot, but to me, that sounded creepy as hell. Plus, I'm the one in the whole group who has a job, so I'm guessing she just sees me as the best choice for her stay-at-home wife dream. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. So she eavesdropped on your conversation to see what you're into, anime and things like that, and she put on a show to be the perfect girl that, of course, you couldn't say no to. Yeah, guys, they're great actresses. They plot and scheme. And she said she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, not have to work, a stay-at-home wife, not have to work. And you're the guy that would give that to her. The fact that she subscribed to your channel, my friends and I talk about you a lot, so she heard that too. Well, hello, Brazilian bitch. After hearing everything, I decided the best decision was to break up. She lied to me from the very beginning, and you can't have a relationship built on lies. Exactly. She cried a lot to my surprise. I'm not surprised. Without all the I'm sorries. Please give me a chance, blah, blah, blah. Which leads to me today. It's been a week since then, and I'm not going to lie, I feel bad SSM. Part of me misses her, miss that drive to better myself, not just for me, but for someone I love. Feels hard to be motivated. Worse, that whole scene on the video is still in my head, like I saw it yesterday, and I can't get it out. I still try to stay active, go to the gym, play games, and hang out with my bros, but it doesn't feel the same. I don't feel the same. I can use the advice, I don't know what is wrong with me. Bro, there's nothing wrong with you. The way you're reacting is perfectly normal. That'll happen to any guy that really liked a girl, in particular their first girlfriend, who really thought she was something special and then learned and gets their heart broken. Okay? But here's the deal. The girl that you really liked, that's not her. She was putting on a complete act. At least that's my interpretation here. All the things she claimed to be interested in, the anime and all the things you liked, I'm guessing she was doing it just to attract you. Because she saw you as a catch in terms of, okay, you got a steady job, you can pay some bills and stuff like that. You can give her that life. I'm sorry to say that that's the likely reason she went after you. You know? At the end of the day, it boils down to resources. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean there isn't a girl out there that is... I'm sure there are girls out there that like anime. I actually know some. Children of friends of mine that are teenagers, not far from your age, that like anime. So there are gals out there that like anime. There are gals out there that actually have some values. It's rare, but they do. So there can be a gal out there for you. There can be lots of gals out there for you. It's just that, you have to be in the marketplace to find one of them. But let me backtrack a little bit and say that you're depressed and feeling like crap and you're not wanting to do the stuff you normally like to do right now. That's normal. You got your heart broken, and not to mention lied to, and you feel like a damn fool. Bro, you're not alone. There's plenty of guys in the same situation. So what you do is you take it as life experience. You got a hard lesson of what I teach about what they do when they get to the 20s and are ready to settle and pick a guy. Now, if you don't like that you're perceived as a nerd, okay, then you can take action to, I guess, better yourself in some capacity that they don't see as a nerd. Or I say, if you're a nerd and you're happy who you are, then own it. That's who you are. Fuck the world. I mean, I don't know many nerd types that hit the gym regularly, so you can't be that much of a nerd. You just like anime and video games. Most young guys do. So, bro, I would take this as life experience. I'd never talk to her again. And do not take her back, no matter. And if you say you miss her, miss hanging out with her, you miss the actress who put on the show pretending to be what you wanted to hear. Pretend to be the girl you wanted. That's obviously not her. I mean, okay, and you can't trust her. She lied to you, and she was, the videos of her and getting up the caboose and everything. That's not for you. All right. So don't beat yourself up too bad about this. It could have happened to any guy. They're great actresses, but this goes to show you gotta be careful. You were doing good, doing your research on her, but obviously she did a very good job hiding who she is. So this is why you have the major trust but verify stage. This is why you obviously were smart enough not to spend too much money on her, hence the cheap dates, so good job there. You were smart enough to let yourself get too attached. Again, very good, And that's that. But you will no doubt hear from her a few more times. I guarantee you that. Don't fall for that. And in the future, girls that show you interest that you know damn fucking well wouldn't give you the time of day when you're younger, be very careful. Handle it in the same way. And if you feel like there's things you need to improve upon in your life, then go ahead and do it. So, bro, no shame in that. Many of us have been fooled. I've been fooled. Lots of guys have been fooled. But keep on trucking. You'll learn something. And your experience probably helped your bros learn something as well. But anyhow, I'm not surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. So, but she's busted. End of story. And you know what? Let her be somebody else's problem. All right, guys. That's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.